Hello students, welcome to Noble Digital Class. We look forward to your utmost attention and dedication towards your class at your Noble platform. Using of technology in excess may be harmful for your physical and mental health. To reduce its aftermath, yoga and meditation is recommended. Students should practice these regularly. Please watch the video for 30 to 40 minutes only. Then take 5 to 10 minutes break. Close your eyes and recall the content taught by your teacher. This short break will be quite relaxing for your eyes.
Hello children, welcome back to our virtual class. This is Prajapati and the chapter number 2, the two stories about flying. Part 1, his first flight, students we have completed, and the main points also we discussed in the recent class, that how the seagull was not confident in his flight and how he suffered, and finally how did he fly, how he learnt, that was not an easy task for him. The path was very difficult, right? But finally he was succeed, and he got succeed, and he was able to fly. Okay, so how he learned to fly, that is important. From the lesson itself message came that whenever we have something new, we need to step out, we need to put our efforts to do that thing. It's not only thinking in our mind we can do anything. No, if we do so, we will be sitting like seagull, as he was sitting and he was afraid, but he was not flying. But how finally, due to his hunger, that was the motivation, he got mad and he dived for that fish which was taken by his mom, his mother, and as she stayed into the air, and he dived to get that piece of fish, and he started to fall, and while he was falling, then he unfolded his wings, and he started to fly. So that it was not an easy task. He did something, he dived, and because of his hunger, that was the motivation, right? So the same motivation in our lives we have to create to achieve success. So now let us start the question answers, and these questions are very practical and very important. Okay, so let's see that how many questions we have. Yes, we do have 5 questions. Question number 1: why was this young seagull afraid to fly? Why was the young seagull afraid to fly? And do you think all young birds are afraid to make their first flight? See, important. Or are some birds more timid than others? And do you think a human baby also finds it a challenge to take its first steps? I told you, na, that we do have many time, such kind of task or the targets. Okay, so what do we do in that case? What happens with us? So the same question has been asked here, so let's start. So first part, why was the young seagull afraid to fly? The answer is very simple. Yes, he afraid to fly because he was not confident on his wings. He couldn't fly. That's why he couldn't fly. He thought that he would fall. He thought that how there was, that far beneath him, that sea, water and water everywhere, and he thought of himself that he would fall and he would drown and he would die. He was not confident on his wings. That's why he left over there and he couldn't fly. So this is the first answer. Next part. Do you think all young birds are afraid to make their first flight? See, do you think all young birds are afraid to make their first flight? Do you think like, yes, they are afraid? It happens with everyone. We agree that every, that newborn bird or the newborn baby, like as an example. So next part is coming. Yes, we understand that whenever the new things come and we have something new, like, so we hesitate, right? We are not confident and we have fear. So yes, it happens with all kind of certain birds or all birds. Okay, so do you think all young birds are afraid to fly to make their first flight? Yes. Or are some birds more timid than others? See the another part. Or are some birds more timid than others? More timid? No, no more timid. Timid like shy or darpoke, we can say, right? So it's not like some birds are confident and they start to fly, and some birds are very and they're very fearful and they have no courage to fly. No, we can't say, we can't categorize the birds like that. No, all the birds are similar, and they have fear when they have their first flight. Okay, next part. Do you think a human baby also finds it a challenge to take its first steps? Now think of your own childhood, or if you have seen any newborn baby, like at your home, right? That whenever they start to step out, whenever they try to stand up, okay. So then what happened? What happened with them? They feel, it a challenge. Yes, yes, it's a challenge for those baby also. We have seen, we have experienced this thing also, and the same thing happened with us also. You can ask from your parents that when you were in the same stage, right, then how you learned to stand and to walk. At first, how the emotions were there, how your actions were, they will tell you everything. So yes, it's a challenge. We too find this a challenge in our life when we put our first step. So for human baby, we can talk the same. Question number 2. Okay, see, the sight of the food maddened him. Do you remember the line? The sight of the food maddened him. What does this suggest? Do you know the sight of food, when the seagull saw that his mother was coming towards him having a piece of fish, right? As he saw that sight, and as he saw that how she was close to him but not so close, she stayed halted into the air and not coming closer. At that time, being maddened, the sight of food made him mad. He got mad, and due to that, he dived. So what does this line suggest? See, what does this suggest? This line suggests that the seagull was extremely hungry. He needed food, right? The sight of food, the sight of the food maddened him. That means he was hungry. He was extremely hungry and he wanted food. He needed food. Okay. And what compelled him? See, important. It is what compelled him. What was the thing which made him to die, which made him die there? So what compelled the young seagull to finally fly? Do you know what was the thing behind that? Huh? Which made him fly? What is? Which is? Think. Yeah, it was his hunger. The main thing, that motivation behind his flight was hunger. I told you, we do to have to courage, gather that, or the create with that kind of thing, that kind of motivation, which is hunger. We can say hunger not in the means of food, but hunger to achieve something into our life, like to get something, to be eager. That is the hunger. Okay, not of the food all time, but anything you want and you have that feel, right? You have that ambition, that is hunger. Okay, so the sight of the food maddened him. It shows that he was hungry. And what compelled the young seagull to finally fly? Yes, his hunger compelled the young seagull to finally fly. Okay, question number 3. See, they were beckoning him. Remember, you signal, giving him signal, calling him, right? And calling shrilly. Why did the seagull's father, see, why did the seagull's father, his mother, threaten him and cajole him to fly? Threatening, they were threatening him. Threaten, dhamki, right? They were threatening him and cajoling, encouraging. Okay, encouraging, like a simple meaning, you would say that why it is not written encourage. Okay, but the meaning, practical meaning is like to flatter someone, that somebody is not agree with you and you want to console and you want to convince him, then you would say that cajoling. Okay, because how Seagull was not ready to fly, he got afraid, he was there, he left over there, and the parents wanted he must fly, so they were cajoling him. Okay, so the answer came automatically, guys. Like I'm explaining this word and the answer is clear. That let's see, again we talk that that how his parents, what they were doing, they were threatening him, they were cajoling him to fly. So why they were doing so? Why they were? Yes, obviously they were his parents, and they were more worried. Okay, they wanted him, he should fly, he must fly, he was not flying, he was afraid, he left over there, or else what would happen, also threatening him that he would die due to hunger, right? That starving, that word they used. So they were threatening him and they were cajoling him. They wanted him to fly, right? They were giving him the threat that he would die due to hunger over there. Okay, they were cajoling him, flattering, like flatter, and convincing him, encouraging him that he would fly, he can fly, he must fly. Let's start, like all those things they were doing. Okay, but he was not ready to fly. Then finally, the trick was played by his mother, that you know very well. Okay, so guys, these three questions are very important and very practical. I hope you understood them very well. Now let's see the question number 4. Have you ever had, this is practical, you want to find into your book, it's not written there, but practically, and feeling, just by feeling this, you have to write this answer. So have you ever had a similar experience? See, have you had a similar experience where your parents encouraged you to do something that you were too scared to try? Now just go back into your life and just recall the incident and the day when you were learning something new. At that time, how you were afraid and your parents were encouraging you in the same way how Seagull was encouraged, and how Seagull got mad and he was frightened and all those, like. So the same incident, if it happened with you, then what happened on the day and how they dealt, and how did you learn that thing or not, or like that. So discuss this in pairs of groups. So not possible now that in pairs or in group you can, but yes, we'll take this question again into our Zoom class. In the coming next Zoom class, we'll take these two questions, like, but right now also we can discuss here. See, so have you ever had a, yes, we can agree, and everybody must agree that yes, we had many experiences and many examples in our life when we learned something new, just of your childhood. If you think that, first of all, just you had your own bicycle, right? Small bicycle or the bigger one, like that you were trying to ride over it, and like how you were completely novice at that time, and how they were your parents were just encouraging you, and they were treating you like. So yes, so where your parents encourage, so the incident also we can recall, and we can agree this here, that have you ever had a similar experience? Yes, we had similar experience where your parents encourage you to do something that you were too scared to fly. Yes, we are scared. Like, take an example of your bicycle or something else if you have. So discuss this, so you can discuss this thing. Question number 5, come here only you have to share the experience that same thing happened with you. That could be one example I gave you, that could be the bicycle learning, right? Anything else you can share here, like something new you were learning and that was problematic for you. Okay, in the case of bird flying, see, important, in the case of bird flying, it seems a natural act. Yes, obviously, for the birds it's a natural act. You can see that all the birds, whenever they have their first flight, the first question we had na, that that all the young birds are afraid to make their first flight. Yes, they are afraid, but finally they learn. Okay, yes, they learn. So it is the natural act for the birds. We can say naturally they fly. We haven't seen any of the bird that he didn't learn to fly and he is on the road. Huh? He is not flying. Have you seen any kind of bird? No, we never see, we never have seen, right? So yes, there are not no such kind of birds. Birds, they actually fly and they learn it naturally, so it's a natural act. First, we agree. In the case of bird flying, it seems a natural act, yes, and a foregone conclusion, a fixed conclusion, right? Conclusion or consequence, like that, the final thing that it should succeed. Yes, it's final. It's final that the birds will fly. They will get their success. Yes, they will fly. There are no chances that they don't learn to fly and they are on the road. I told you, no, it doesn't happen with them. They fly naturally. They fly. In the examples you have given in the answer to the previous question, now go back into fourth question. In fourth question, it is asked from you that to share your own experience when you were learning something new. So now take that example and give your answer right here, that in the example you have given in the answer to the previous question, right? Just take an example of your bicycle. Was your success guaranteed? Was your success guaranteed, or was it important for you to try regardless of a possibility or failure? See what is saying. It says that when you were learning new thing in your life, was your success guaranteed? Like in the bird case, it is a foregone conclusion that they should succeed, they learn to fly, it is their natural act. So is it same for us that we naturally learn everything, or our success is not guaranteed? What do you say? What do you say? Or was it important for you to try? What do you say? Yes, if I give my suggestion and my opinion, that with the human beings, we have to try. If we don't try, I don't think that we can learn things. Take the example of bicycle again. There are, certain examples of human beings. They don't know how to ride a bicycle, how to ride a bike, but they know how to drive a car. Okay, because they had no experience of learning the same bicycle or the bike. So yes, we can say that in the case of human beings, it's not sure, their success is not guaranteed. It's not natural with the human beings, but for birds it is natural. They learn naturally, but for us it is not. Okay, so regardless of a possibility of failure, yes, failure possibilities there are, we have. If we don't learn that, the things are as it is, right? If we learn that, we learn something new and we step out. Okay, so these two things, two questions, I think these are also clear, and practically we'll discuss again into our Zoom class. But guys, you have to write your own experiences here. I shared my experience having these questions, but you can put your own. Even it's not that you copy my opinion, but if you have something else, something different, you can write your own experiences. Okay, in question number 4 and question number 5. So guys, completed it is now the chapter along with the question answers 1 2 3 4 5. These questions you have to solve in your notebook as in homework. The same 5 questions I'll put into the assignment part. You can fetch out these questions from there and write it down in your notebooks along with the answers. Okay, that's all for the day, guys. Just we now wind up our class. See you in the next class. We'll start the another chapter. Until then, thank you so much. Bye bye.